So, I want to talk about this movie, particularly a specific scene. This scene right here. I remember like when this movie first dropped, and people watched it and they left their reviews and they said what they thought about it. That this scene got a whole lot of flack. Right? It was one of the many things that people claim were an issue because, of course, why would Superman kill someone? He would never do that. Or one of the other ones I heard was, why didn't he just turn his head away? Like if he could snap his neck, he could turn his head, right? There's no reason to kill this guy at all, And that's technically correct, right? But I remember, for some reason, it flew over. It seemed like it flew over a lot of people's heads. Like the point of that moment, it was never about just trying to keep Zod from killing people, right? Because he was never going to be able to do that. He was never going to be able to save everyone, right? The point of it was Superman making an active decision of killing someone, and not only killing a person or ending a life, but more so ending the life of someone that had the last connection he would ever have to his home planet. That's what that scene was about, right? And to me, that was kind of fairly obvious, but a lot of people walking away from that movie were like, why would Superman kill someone? He would never do it. And it's like, and I'm looking around like, what? I mean, that wasn't the point. It was the point where the point of it was he realized that Zod was never going to stop. That was the point. Yes, he could have turned his head and saved the immediate people, but he could not stop Zod forever. He knew that. That was the whole point of the scene where he said, stop. He screamed. And Zod's response was what? Never. And then he closed his eyes and he made the decision to kill him. It wasn't about, just turn his head and let me save these people. No, but I felt like I was the only one who walked out of that movie after that scene understanding that. And everybody else was just on a completely different page. I felt crazy for a while, but after talking with a few of my other friends who are movie buffs, some of them walked away feeling the same way. Like, is everybody crazy? Like this wasn't the point of the scene. It wasn't about him trying to save one family. It was about him making the decision to end his connection to Krypton forever. That's what that was about, And it seemed obvious to me. If it wasn't obvious, that is the fault of the filmmakers. At the end of the day, gotta put the burden on them. If your audience walks away from your work, from your project, confused or not understanding, that is partly your fault. That is mostly your fault, I would say, because your job is to be able to communicate the emotion of the scene, whether through words, whether through just the action on screen. That's your job, for your audience to walk away understanding what you're putting on screen so that they know the proper emotion to feel. Maybe Man of Steel didn't do that as well as I thought it did, but I feel like this scene gets way more flack than it should, because it does make sense in the context of the movie. It really does. But yeah, that's really all. Y'all give that moment a little too much flack. I feel like a lot of it was from misunderstanding the point of it, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Do y'all hate this scene? Y'all let me know.